run it. I can't take no loss. I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year.
To the Two Heads podcast. I am your co-host Kevin Bourne. I'm joined with our host
Mukhtar.
And today we have a rising star on the Irish music scene. We've got
Sello. If you don't know, get to know Mr. Dublin, Mr. Ireland.
Come on.
Need some shit like that at the start of something. And then the manager
Gino Stardy.
Love it. This is an exciting podcast for me because these two boys are like family to me, basically. You know what I mean? We came from the same area. Benji there is like a little brother. Sello. We put in the estate. He's been behind them since day one. And it's fucking amazing. It's amazing to have you on board, guys. Thank you for coming and taking the time out to get here.
Yeah, we appreciate
Thanks for having us, bro.
Thanks for having us.
So my first, I'm gonna step right into it, yeah. So, Sello, yourself, right? I'm gonna go straight into it because I know you've been on a few podcasts. So I'm not gonna drown you out, yeah. But when did you start finding music?
With me, the very start was my freestyling days. I used to do a lot of freestyles, as in like on Yard. You know what I mean? Like even got like so bad that like rapping on Yard was even banned for a bit. Like, do you remember that?
What's Yam?
Yeah.
What's Yam?
No, Yard.
Yard.
Yeah,
It's like school, like, you know, like Yard.
Oh, the Yard, the playground.
The playground,
I have to break this shit for the Irish, man. The playground, okay, the skill ground, the playground. Yeah, let's go.
So fucking so that's when I proper started. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna say this today. I'm gonna say this today. Then tomorrow I'll save the. You know what I mean? I started writing like tracks or writing verses or whatever. You get me? So that's when I started. Like I remember I even got brought into the principal's office by myself even, because apparently I was causing a ruckus or like you know what I mean? Because a lot of kids would be around me and then they hear a bat. Then everyone will be running and jumping on top of each other and running away, and then we think something that's going on, and then just stuff like that. That's when I really started. And then one of the days, everybody knows the Mr. Anderson story. Yeah, one of the teachers joined in one of the days. He did a little 2-liner, 3-liner. He bodied me. Everyone was going, oh, Mr. Anderson just killed Sello in a rap battle. And that type of buzz. So like from there, I just got really like fixated on like being the best rapper. Like obviously there's other Irish rappers coming up as well, little rappers coming up. At the time there was like 090, AV9, JB2, a lot of artists were there. And I used to always say, if I was a rapper, I'm bad. Like if I ever came out to be a rapper, like I never wanted to be a rapper at this time. Like I never wanted to rap at this time. All I wanted to do was just be a freestyle, just be dropping freestyles on, just for the sake of it, on Snapchat or whatever. And I was like, but I used to chat a lot of shit on Snapchat as well about artists. They probably know, like I used to chat a lot of shit. I used to say stuff like, the quality of artists right now, a bit da-da-da-da. If I was a rapper, I'd have done it this way, I'd have done it that way. And then people would be telling me like messages like, if you're so good,
bring it out.
You be a rapper, see how easy it is.
Now I'm a rapper and it's fucking too easy. Yeah. No, I'm joking about it.
And
that's about
and then going forward, like when was the first time you decided to start hitting YouTube, like, and start getting your music heard, like, when, like, because you said you were doing it on the Yard.
Yeah.
So what age were you? Let's say, what, 17, 15?
Yeah, 17. That was the age, bro.
Yeah. And when we say, let's fast forward it back to after the Yard.
Yeah.
When you were getting attention and people were calling you out. Well, when was the first time you said, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna let them hear my fucking music, mate?
With me,
you know what I mean?
that process was like it wasn't even like it was more so like it just kind of happened. It'd be like I kind of fell into it. Like with me, I had like a manager before Gino, and all I was doing was just going studio on my ones. Like the fellow barely follow me studio.
Yeah,
that kind of buzz. So like in my head, I've had managers that have dough that just don't want to get involved. They
just didn't believe. They didn't see the vision.
Yeah, they just didn't see the vision. But he saw the vision from afar. It's like, he's a sick rapper. Let me just clean my money or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, whatever. And then I have rappers then I have managers that like are hands-on, like Gino, like you at the time, like hands-on that be there, like, yo, do this, do that, get this is what you need to do. Do you hear me? People that advise you as well as just like be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but like obviously my first manager was good, he was alright, but he really helped me with like developing ability to rap. He taught me like the grittiness of being able to rap, like effortless rap. You know what I mean? I'll give him that, but as of like everything else, it just wasn't. He wasn't really up to par for me. You know what I mean? So when Gino shouted me like, "Yo, you just look after me," I was like, straight away the same day he shouted me, I was like, "Yeah, you can." You know what I mean? I'm going.
I can remember the first time I heard you rap. Yeah. And it was I was opening a business in Clondalkin village, and you came.
Yeah.
You were getting your hair
Oh
cut.
yeah.
And
That
the
was
boys
lit.
were like,
I
the
remember
boys were
that.
like, "Oh, he can freestyle from the head." I was like, "Show me."
Yeah. That's what I was
Sello
known
just
for.
went in.
Yeah, bro. No, literally, bro. Like,
Solo just like Sello just went in,
Someone's
and then you
stupid,
couldn't
bro.
stop him.
yeah. I'll be there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and he just kept on
on
feeling the bar, and then he began to. I was like, this fella is cold, man. I was like, this fella has something that a lot of people shouldn't really tap into.
Yeah.
But and then how did that transition? Like, how did you two know each other?
Primary school. So we started off with School Talbot.
School Talbot?
School Talbot.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went to
the first day.
Come on, guys. We all went to the same blueprint, man.
Same school.
The tech schools. Come on, man.
Literally, bro.
Well, started from School Talbot and then obviously just progressed to Mall Park.
Yeah, you went to Mall Park.
Yeah,
Take that.
But Mall Park's the best school for me anyway.
Yeah,
So.
but I actually love that. See, with me, I wasn't. See, me and Benji, I was in this class.
Yeah,
like me and him were the same.
yeah,
we had the
same
same class. Like I was in this class, and
Same form teacher.
you know what I mean. So, and he used to rap in class. This was like before I was rapping. So he was.
We used to like bounce off each other, like he would say a line and I would say a line, and
So like
all that type of shit.
So like what would happen is one of our guys, Laird, big up Laird, he'd be drumming on the tables, and then Gino would just come in, he'd just be rapping. I'd be like, oh, I wish I could rap. the one of the days it's like, yo, let me give it a try. So he could have inspired that a little bit. Like, I was like, yo,
sparked it up.
this fella's good, but I won't lie. Like, let me do it more. Let me show him I was really doing. You know what I mean? So like, he'll come in with a 2-liner, 3-liner. I'll come in with a 4-liner. Kevin as well, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Come in with like a whole song.
Mad.
You know what I mean? So,
Mad.
so that's how we kind of kicked it off. It was really organic. So that's why for him reaching out to me was a bit like, it was easy for me to be like, yo, I know he's a hard worker. From like that's what I know Gino for. Like Gino is just one of them guys that
grafter, man.
He just graft, bro. Whatever it is, even if it's ice cream, he wants to go into he'll get it done. You know what I mean?
That's why one of the reasons when he rang me. Remember at the time you were ringing me to come in on top of him and be a co-host with you on the management side. I was like, when he mentioned you, it was a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? Because I knew already you could rap, but I wanted to put my own little twist to it because you were doing it. Yeah. But I felt like you were doing it like everyone else.
Yeah, that is true.
You
I
know?
was actually.
I felt like you were doing it like everyone else that was in the game. And the way I was looking at it, like I was saying to you a second ago there, like if I was going to come in, management needs to be able to know exactly where he wants his artists in a year. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why when we were having that talk in the house and all, this is blah, 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 this is it, it was very clear to you. Because you've been fucked about with a manager before. Do you know what I mean? So you didn't have...
I had 3 managers before Gino.
Yeah.
So I had like...
And I feel like Gino done an accession work on you. Yeah. I really do. And that's just got to be honest with you, if you would have caught Gino, say for example, if you were to pick Gino or higher management, you would have been left in the dust again. Because the way it works is, it's always the golden child that gets the bread first. That's the one that's blah, blah, blah. But Gino had the time to just take one. And even when we were working together, when I was in with you, when we were developing D22, D22 track, I remember, do you remember, this is nuts. Do you remember you coming, remember we were in your gaff?
Yeah.
The first one.
Which one was that?
That kills me.
What was that one?
No.
What was this one?
No, see, you know about that one, bro.
Go on. I let you.
Shit.
Wait, what happened?
The first Dublin, yeah.
The first Dublin, man, no, he gave us the first bars when he went.
The first.
What
You
was
don't remember though.
What was
No.
it?
No,
The hook.
no, not the hook.
No.
The verse.
The verse.
Ah, boy, that
Go
can't
on, let's play
The reason why.
Rap, let me hear.
No, it was so shy, bro. Just even mad, it was like I remember the day vividly because I was literally with Mokhtar, like I was sitting down on the chair, and I was rapping off my phone. He was trying to say the nicest way possible.
No shit.
It's like he never said it was shit. Never said it was good.
He doesn't need to say anything.
He just goes, and he was just like, it's not what we're looking for.
I see that every day, bro.
Those are professionals, basically.
Yeah.
The most professional.
But that probably like fueled you to like then I'll create Dublin.
Yeah, you know me, like literally, like the way I am, the way I work is like, if he's not feeling, it's like, oh, what is he not feeling? But I won't take it out on him, or I won't take it out on Gino.
Take it on the pen, man.
Yeah, on the pen, I'm like, fuck that. Yo, let me do this one. Alright, okay, cool. This one, alright, cool. Third draft, and then I brought it back again. When they hear the third time, they're like, yo, this is stupid.
Because I remember listening to it, and I remember like sitting there, and I knew you put the work in.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like,
Yeah.
and I had to figure it out because I'm a very blunt person.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm very
straight.
blunt. I'm straight. Yeah, if I like it, it's like, whoa, yeah, let's get this. You know? But like, but when I hear that, I was like,
Yeah,
it's not connecting with me. And remember, me and you sat down, and I was like, Sello has it, but we need to get him to use the area.
Yeah.
Just
We
like
fuck
the
with
DNA.
holies,
Yeah,
we
the
fuck with
DNA,
scramblers,
yeah,
we fuck with fucking yoke. Your boys are trap. You're not.
Yeah.
Use the shit that's going on in Dublin right
Yeah,
now.
bro.
Stop using the shit that's UK or the
Yeah.
boys already done.
Yeah.
And that's when he brought the third one in, bro.
Yeah, and so the
I
song was
remember, I
hard.
remember the first time we heard that, the third one in your sitting room.
We knew it was a hit straight away. We knew it.
Straight away, we knew that was
And
that
just-
was the one. That's
It
it.
was fucked, yeah,
Like,
because they knew. But
He wasn't really feeling at the time.
He
That's the
wasn't-
thing.
he wasn't-
He wasn't
I know.
feeling it. He wasn't feeling it.
I was like, what the fuck?
he wasn't feeling
Like,
it, man.
why did he
And then
like it so
he
much?
was on me because I was on his case.
Yeah.
He was a bit more Dublin, like.
Yeah.
He knew, like, yeah. Remember, I was like, we were saying, we need him.
We need
more Dublin,
more
like,
Irish,
more
yeah.
Dublin. And that's when he was like, hell, if you're not, blah, blah, blah. I was like, there you go. Shots.
Yeah, Milltown
I remember
junkie.
that like it was yesterday, man. I remember that was yesterday. That was nuts.
It's not mad to think of it because I actually it's just coming back. Everything's just coming back to me. Like bro, it's just going through my head right now. Like even you said there's a couple of words you said that day that I just held on. Yeah, like stuff like you said DNA.
Yeah, the DNA track, the holy.
DNA, holies.
But that wasn't our campaign for the actual album.
Yeah.
like black on the wristbands.
Yeah.
That wasn't our campaign.
No way.
Yeah,
Because I was like, we need a DNA track. We need a ringtone.
yeah, ringtone.
We need a fucking ringtone. That's what I'm saying. We need a ringtone. We need something that the kids are gonna vibe to.
Yeah,
the
in
kids
the
are
area.
gonna play daily. It's gonna be FM 104.
Yeah.
Let's hit this track like.
Proper,
and
yeah.
with the flow he had, it was just matter of time.
Yeah.
Regardless, I was there. I'll bend you. It was just a matter of time.
The track where like it was relatable as well. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it was just a
Like,
matter of time, and I feel like you got us at the right time.
Yeah.
Right time. And like I was saying to him before you came in there,
Yeah.
I was saying to him, I had to dip out. I had to step away for him to grow as an artist. Because I felt like, Gino, you know me from kid. You know, like you know what I mean? I feel like you're a little brother to me, you know what I mean? You know me, you know my attitude, you know how blunt I could be, you know if I'm serious, if I'm not serious.
Yeah.
And I felt like Sello was just getting to know me.
Yeah,
So when I was telling him things, I felt like, because the way I talk, I will not pour a fucking hat on it. Like,
Wouldn't be as smooth. Like,
yeah, I'm not smooth with it, you know? I'm like, this is what it is, this is how it is, let's do it, you know? And like, I felt like Sello wasn't connecting with me. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I
and
hear
then
that,
we were
bro.
doing it, we're connecting with him, but I could see it blossom. You know, I could see him growing and blossoming, and I could see Benji growing as well with him. You know, and I remember that we done the video, and like, yeah, my vision wasn't clear because the video they don't end bang. You know what I mean? But I was looking more towards as professional as angles, and but that was my first video.
was your first
music
one.
video. That was my first ever music video. So I didn't understand when I showed you, and you're like, no, it needs to be more messy. I was like, stop playing with me, like.
No, literally, yeah.
But I didn't understand it till I done my own research on it. That you know, when
that's
you're
what's
putting on
going on.
platforms, it has to be a bit
Has to
more.
be
original.
you know,
Camera
it
needs
has
to move a
be this
bit.
and that, blah blah blah. And I felt like, to be honest with you, because it was going back and forth, and I felt like, okay, Sello's gonna do it. And I remember talking to me board about it, and then I rang you.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step out. I go, Sello's gonna do well. I'm gonna step out. Two of you are gonna do amazing work. Anytime you need me, I'm gonna be in the background. Anything you need, I'll be able to help you out if I can. And this is the way we've been going. And I feel like you two done like everything we talked about in that house, man.
That's the mad
accomplished
part.
it.
Like people
It happened.
Like that
let's
conversation in the
say you were
sit
there,
room,
you won't,
like you won't get it, man.
you won't get
Yeah,
it.
we were sitting there, right, with a laptop, with a little speaker.
Yeah.
One speaker, bro. Like
And he had one microphone,
One mic,
yeah?
and Nestor was there on his
in the
laptop.
sitting
Yeah.
room. And he killed that track,
Bro.
We were like, fuck,
class,
yeah.
Still have the video.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts. But from there to now, guys, look, he's the baby's applause.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
You know what I mean? And that's big respect. Honestly, love, always love with you guys, man. You're a family to me, you know what I mean?
100%,
But,
bro.
he has a few questions that he wants to bring in as well, so I'll let you talk. Let me get
Definitely,
for a second.
Yeah, well, I guess even off what he was starting on, kind of, I guess to me, like I'm not from around here, so I don't know A lot of people like the artists and shit that you're rhyming off. No disrespect to the artists, and I'm sure they're doing great now, but I've never fucking heard them before. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that's to me. You were the first time I would have heard someone who was current and young, and
fresh, bro.
a lot of it would have been actually from he would have been talking about it for the longest time, you know. But that was more my thing of like there wasn't really a blueprint for you. So you pretty much just kind of had to fucking figure it out as you went, like, and into getting into that, you know. But what really stands out to me about you the most is you do 2 completely different things in your life.
Yeah, bro.
So did I see? Now I could fuck this up. Was it? Did you do the main stage in Longitude?
Yeah, I did
And
the
then
main stage.
The next day you're hoovering a fucking floor.
Yeah, bro, literally.
I'm not trying to dog you out for that. I genuinely mean it.
Fresh.
Because I did my homework. You do care and shit like that. Yeah.
I do a lot of care work. It'd be more so like social inclusion based. Like it'd be more so like getting them from A to B. Let's say like his goal is to go to the pub for the weekend or go to a United game or to do this. My job is to make sure these goals are achieved. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like I'm not like I won't be like crazy into like the cooking aspect or like the fucking taking them to school or getting them ready for school or whatever. Mine is mainly, okay, this is the plan. How do I come in? How do I assist them to achieve those goals? And then from there, I go to a different house. You know what I mean? It's not like the same place. I work with him. The next week, I'm working with someone else. The next week, I'm working with someone else. Yeah. So it's that's the buzz I'm on. But like, I've actually, I'm in and out of that. Okay, you know what I mean? So like, it's more so like, the days I'll be in that, I'll be posting. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the days I'm not there, you probably won't even know. You know what I mean? So that's it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought I was serious respect for that, especially for your age.
Yeah, bro.
Like if it was me, bro, and I was on the long stage, or Longitude, fucking main stage, I'd be like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, bro. No, listen. But
that's the thing.
I say that every day, bro. But it's more so like I said that every day, but it's more so because of me, as in like not because I actually love my job, my friends. Let me not lie, I love my job, but it's a thing where I know everybody that was on that stage with me doesn't work. Yeah, that's what pisses me off. Not the fact that I work. It's the fact that I'm nominated for Irish Artist of the Year, but everybody on that lineup that was nominated with me can sell out 3 Arena and not have to work. Yeah. But I have to work. Yeah. And that's what pisses me off. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just.
But it's not piss off though.
No, it's
like, not piss off because if you look at it this way, if you look at it this way, let's be honest. Like if you look at it this way, everyone else that was on that stage with you has been in 10 years or more.
Oh yeah, or have done that.
Yeah. Exactly. You're fucking a year in, bro. A year, and you are able to be on the same stage as them. Think what next year will bring. Like you have to learn to crawl before you walk, man. You know, and I feel like the way you are doing it is the right way.
Yeah,
like you can't just quit your day job and put all your eggs in one
literally,
basket.
Bro.
We don't do that. And people that do that are the people that end up on the street because when the music doesn't work or whatever, they turn back to
drugs are.
Do you get me?
And
like I feel like even your image and your background was the reason why it was so easy for me to jump on board. Yeah. And it was the reason why it was so easy for me to help anytime I get the phone call, even though I wasn't in there. Yeah. It was so easy because I knew you're not about that. So for me, like I said to him, like I said to yourself, I mean, it was to see you out of the estate because you were fucking good at what you're doing. Man, like, I don't know if you've seen it. I think you've seen it. After that video we done at Bon Oak shop there open in Bon Oak, yeah?
Oh, the Dublin one?
Yeah. I had fights with cunts on Facebook, bro. I don't know if you've seen it.
I didn't even see it.
Like, people, just, loads of them at the bleeding shop. I was like, support, man. I had beaten, like, I told people, like, come, if you want it, let's get it, like, you know? I go, you need to support, if he was white, you'd all be fucking out, like, but that's how I looked at it, you know what I mean? I didn't look at it as in, like, oh, Sello, he's black, he's this, I just looked at him as a young lad from Bon Oak. Let's push him out of the fucking state, you know what I mean? Let's get him out, he had that potential, let's not let it waste. And that's just what it was, and I felt like a lot of people that would have said, oh, I'm your friend, but I didn't want to hear it. Yeah, I just straight away I didn't want to hear it. If you're not supporting, you're not supporting. You don't need to explain yourself. Like, so when you hit that boat, it's like, I don't want to hear it. Go on. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I was on social media. The minute I see, what the fuck is your problem, man?
It's on Facebook, isn't it?
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah, definitely. Because
that's where them fuckers live, though.
Yeah, they all love that Facebook. I don't use it.
And the funny thing is, right, bro, these people that I had arguments with on Facebook, blah blah blah. Love it. Love your tune.
Yeah, bro. They be banging it out,
The
bro.
whole estate fell in love with that song.
Bro.
And like, I'm gonna take it back now. I'm gonna take it back a little bit, right? And I'm gonna give it to Gino there, right? Because I feel like Gino deserves his flowers because the work that he's after putting in and the way he thinks outside the box is so crisp compared to what a lot of people. Used to has taken and way past a lot of artists that's been doing it way longer and consistent in this country. You know why? Because you thought outside the box, especially you, Gino. You looked outside the box instead of looking and doing it the same way as everyone else. Like that trip to the school and all, doing that school tour and all.
that was lit.
Like, you can't do that with many artists in Dublin.
Facts.
You know why? Because the background is too messy.
It's messy.
It's too messy. Do you know what I mean? So even you getting FM 104 or let's say RTE, the reason why you're getting that is because you had a brilliant, your man that kept you on the straight and narrow. So you didn't have this messy background going
That's where it's from.
So you're able to go on TV and there's no stress. You're able to go there's no stress. And that's what's beautiful about it. And that's what I think, like, give you another year, you're gone. You're gone.
I appreciate
You're
that.
gone.
I think it's like more of like Sello's personality that like takes him to that next step. Because for me, anyways, being around him is like pure. Do you get me? There's no stress. I don't feel like stress about this guy said this, he said that. It's all about purity, like, and I think that's the main reason why I actually fell into management with him, is just because of his personality. It's not even about the music or how talented he is. It's like you put him in a room with like 5 nannies or whatever, he's gonna make them laugh. Do you get me? 100%. That's what I admire basically, like, about his character and how he.
100%. You said it from the day one. You know what I mean?
That's lit, right?
What made you think of going to the skills? Like,
The school, obviously that shout out to Solo as well. He helped us come with the idea. But with the school, I felt like, you know, we want to do everything organic. We want to get a good fan base, grow it the right way. We don't want to we basically wanted to like carry a crowd with us on our journey basically. And I think going through schools was like a very, very good way to do it, because like there's thousands of people in school, you know what I mean? And at the same time, we want to carry like all the young people to grow with us and bring them along like with the journey and show them like, you know what, you can go through rap or you can do this, or you know what I mean? So I feel like that was a very, very good strategy as well for the mixtape as well, just to add more fans. But honestly, it was brilliant. We went to like 4 or 5 schools, principals, everyone was laughing, good reception, and it was just gaining a lot of followers, like thousands of followers every single day.
That's smart shit right there.
Literally.
That's the
like,
hope of the heart
do you know
of
what?
social media
Like,
right now.
when I seen it, I was very happy. Because you know what the funny thing about it is, because an idea that came from a sit room. He was in school and every kid knew the word by word, bro.
Yeah, man.
He was, do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was watching on your story and all. Every kid was
crazy,
there.
bro.
Yo, being from Dublin.
Everybody was jumping.
Every one of them
We broke
was
the stage
going.
well in our practice. The whole stage was, everyone was just jumping up.
Every one of them knew the words word by word, man. And I was like, that is fucking brilliant, man. I say you felt good, though.
No, I did, and the thing is, like, even the fact that we're able to do that, other schools can now be like, oh, that's good. That's something nice that we can do. Or we'll just invite him for as a treat for the rest of the kids. You know what I mean? But like, it was more so in that process that I understood like the importance of what I was doing. It wasn't until like I went to Clondalkin, the girls' school, that I actually understood that, oh, this is more than just like, this is actually deeper. Because now I understand that like a lot of these kids are going to invest in me in the future. Like some of them, I saw them at my headline show. Like, oh, Sello, you came to my school. I still see them in the estate. I came to my school. Oh, that new track, that track is crazy. You know what I mean? But like with guys my age, we have life problems. We don't want to listen to new music. We don't want to go to concerts or have to pay my Netflix, you know what I mean, my Prime.
There's other things there, you know what I mean?
But like for the kids, they don't give a like. Oh, the fact that he's a rapper and he came to my school, that's enough for me to buy into him.
Then, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
You get me? So like that's something I want to do more. You know what I mean? I want to do more trips, and I'm able to do more now because I've done the couple of schools in Clondalkin. Thanks to Gary, thanks to Solo, thanks to everyone, Noise Music, everyone. Thanks very much, guys, if you're watching.
Sneaky plugs. Yeah, but that's what I think. Like, I think
Jerry, not Gary. Is it Jerry?
Jerry.
I think what sticks out to me the most there, we're going to schools and shit like that. I know now is in his career, 50 Cent says that all of his fans that when he started are all fucking grown now. So the music that he makes now is like, and it just it's nearly paying it forward, where it makes it so much easier to connect with them, because like that, they have fuck all going on.
Yeah,
and they're
literally
what's making social media, like Snapchat and all that. Like kids
bro.
that go like, what the fuck is a WhatsApp? I don't fucking
Yeah, literally,
you know what I mean? So it's hard to not. be lifted with that, you know.
Yeah, man.
So I think that was a fucking smart move. That was definitely outside of the box.
Appreciate that,
Definitely,
bro.
I thought it was
definitely.
really, really good.
Sick move, man.
And let's take it down to okay, so all that was going on. With all that going on, you had your first sold out gig in
Academy was.
when was that?
November.
That wasn't the first one. Was
The lunch party.
it? The launch party. But what was the first one? Was it Academy? Academy?
Our first launch was it Academy, was it?
No, Opium. Was it the one?
Opium, wasn't it?
Was
Are you talking
Opium?
about the album launch party?
No.
His
The first
actual
gig, his first
it was
actually-
the Academy, the green room.
yeah.
The green room, yeah.
And like going on to Academy there, yeah. Now that like, okay, you've been doing it, yeah, and the music is heard, and going onto that stage,
Yeah.
and when that,
Yeah, bro.
like, and feeling the crowd, how does that sell? Like, how does that hit into you? Like, you
What
know?
does that feel like?
You see, with me, it was like Academy was just like the final lap. You know, crossing the finish line.
Yeah.
I've done all the dirty work. I've felt all the emotions already.
Yeah.
Academy was just like, I'm back home now. Everyone, this is the Sello show. You know what I mean? But the one that made me feel like, oh shit, I can't perform. I felt like Mike Tyson before a fight. Was the first time I performed in the first one was I think Olympia Theatre. That's the first time I did more than 500. I think
1,200 or something.
1,200 people. I was like, shit. I was a bit nervous, but like they'll never know when I'm nervous, innit? Like they can't tell when I'm nervous because if I say I'm nervous, then I'm
Everyone's
nervous.
nervous.
Then everyone gets nervous.
Everyone's nervous. The manager's nervous. Fucking bleeding hairdresser's nervous. Everyone's fucking nervous. You know?
I was shitting it, yeah. I even came out. I was like, Tree Arena, make some noise. Oh no, Tree Olympia, make some noise. I
Oh,
accidentally-
you literally fucked it up on the
Straight away.
The first thing I said was Tree Arena. I was in the wrong venue.
But look, let me pull you back on that, yeah? See the way you were saying there, like, in your first gig, whatever, you felt nervous, you were shitting there, you couldn't show.
Yeah, my first
And then, like, if you showed it, it would have done a domino effect through the
everyone.
through the team.
Yeah.
Think about on your fucking peak. Like, I'm talking, like, if you look at Little Baby and all, they have like a team that if they don't work, they don't get paid. Think of the amount of stress that they carry because they paying people's wages.
Yeah.
It's a team. Like, they have a full. They don't just have them to look after.
Yeah.
They're looking after their management, the people that's carrying it out, the ambience, everything. Everyone's getting paid if he's performing. You know, it's his job. Like, it's a good thing that you're doing it now. You're doing little small gigs and you're getting that, you're shaking that off. But it's very fluent to you by now, though.
Nah, it is like at this stage I've done every stage in Ireland, bro. I've performed Tree Arena, performed in Longitude, main stage. I've done all. The only thing I haven't done is Forbidden Fruit main stage. That's the only thing I haven't done.
That's coming though.
And
Amen.
yeah, well, when it comes out, I'm here anyways. You know what I mean? But I hope. But my thing now is just like that. Just stems down to what you were saying from the start. Just being able to sell out a Sello show for a bigger venue. You know what I mean? Like working my way up to that Crow Park with my fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's one thing that I can do all these big venues. Even when I got to Longitude, I was so surprised everyone actually knew the words.
Yeah.
Like,
that
like
was
before I
fucking
got to the
mad.
stage, I was saying Sello. I was like, this it's
crazy.
It's
crazy feeling.
There's on TV the applaud button.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a little.
You looking for some colours?
That was just the sound, innit?
So some fella on the mic is probably just calling me out. But bro, I was saying Sello, like a stadium, something like a stadium.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck. I was a bit like I didn't want to believe I was nervous, but like my stomach just got like my heart just sunk to my stomach.
Yeah.
But I went back up like in the split, like in like 10 seconds. I almost puked, but like I swallowed it.
Yeah.
And then I walked out. And you think nothing happened? You think
It's just straight
yeah,
back. Yeah.
people just think that like
Straight out. Tree Arena, what's happening?
I can't share it. I was like, what's it called? So, see, the thing with me, I hide that very well. So, like, even before a show, people that know me, people that tour with me, know that before I get on stage, like, I don't say nothing. I'll be like dead silent. I'll be like before, I'll just be mapping out everything in my head. And if you interfere with me in that time, that could actually affect my whole
your
show.
performance, the whole
Because
thing,
when I was in Amsterdam, like that's one of my best performances. I was performing in Amsterdam. People that didn't even understand my music. Some of them don't even speak English. But at the end of the show, they're screaming "Augie, Augie." You know what I mean? Like full, like these are grown
Mas and dads.
They're all crazy. Like you would think it was like a a wireless show, bro. Like the way it was going at, like it's just the way like. A lot of my music is very easy to understand. It's double, you know what I mean? Like Augie, oi, oi.
Yeah.
That's everyone already says that.
Crowd work
Like,
right
you
there,
know
bro.
what I mean? Well, like, how does that feel for you as a management to see him from nothing and yourself growing as a management? I feel like your DM is blown up and people just want you to. People just want you to be like their management. Like, I say your DM is crazy right now, bro.
It is.
Mad thing,
He's
bro.
like,
It is a mad thing, bro.
it's crazy.
But also, like, where it stems from, obviously, like, you were there when we started. Like, we started from my sitting room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, ever since then, like, we, like, obviously, like, that dream, like, we knew that dream was gonna come true, you get me? So it's like, when you're just seeing it grow and you're just seeing, like the stairs just growing, you're like, this is crazy, man, you know what I mean? Starting from zero and actually slowly, like, progressing. I feel like me seeing him perform and me seeing him do so good, it's like it just drives me to keep going. I'm never stopping. You get me? Like
bro.
this is for life. And obviously, like coming from Bonog, man, it's like there's not really many like role models there to actually look up to. You know what I mean? So it's like when you come from somewhere like that, it's like you want to make it out. You don't want to stop. And especially when you have someone like Sello and the boys, Nesto, JJ as well. It's like everyone's so
team,
focused and like passionate on one project.
On the same shit,
you get me? So it's a team. So it's not even just me. It's JJ, Nesto, and whoever else.
full team.
The Max as well. The full team just bringing the drive and the passion to the actual like the whole cause and the whole project. And it's like we've been there. We've been down together. We've had our last year together, our last meal together. But there's even times where like even in the studio, like we'd walk from here to Bonog, just talking about like, oh, man, just one day we're gonna make it. One day, we're like this is not gonna last. We're gonna be on longitude. We're gonna do this. We like physically like actually spoke this into like into life. Like you manifest it.
You manifest it. Yeah.
So
100%.
it's like all these things. Like it's like for me, it was already meant to happen because we already manifested it into life. You know what I mean? And also when you put in the hard work and you apply the pressure and you start networking and moving out, it's like it's gonna happen. You get me? But for me, seeing it and I've seen him on the stage and seeing everyone grow, it's like it's a blessing for me. Anyways, it's a blessing, and that keeps me going. The drive of how like
Beautiful.
he's
Fucking beautiful.
he's just doing good. Like, so.
Like even for me being on the outside looking at it, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it is. It's amazing, and like I feel like, let's be honest, like in the black community in Ireland, right? I feel like you set a blueprint.
Definitely.
A lot of people got a wake up call when you start dropping Irish proper, you know, being yourself and don't have to put on a fake accent or anything like that. A lot of people got a wake up call, and I feel like a lot of numbers dropped because people that was listening to them thinking that they were great was like,
you know what?
You're not great.
I relate to this one.
This guy
I relate to this one.
I relate.
And like I feel like you set a blueprint. I can't say in the Irish side because I feel like there's a lot of boys that's been doing it. Shout out to Kieran, shout out to like whoever. Like I feel like they've been doing it. I feel like the black lads, like we have such a style of rapping that we forget and we get misled by other countries. I feel like for example, if you want to be a footballer, it's very simple. You're a footballer. You need to start in the basic team around your area. Get known as a footballer in your Ireland, area, in your country. Bro. Play for the Irish team. Play for that before you get to UK.
It's more like we focus on like the area. You
that's it. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of lads, what they did is they were focusing outside.
Very early.
They wanted to be understood in UK. And you're like, nigga, no one's paying you in UK, man.
Literally, bro.
It's Ireland where you're gonna get your bread first, and then you move it to if you have to. You know what I mean? And I think that's the problem with the music in Ireland. The real ones will stay for longer. You know what I mean? The ones that's putting on fake accent, putting on whatever, I feel like they're gonna be washed out very, very shortly. Like I really do, because it just keeps going around and around about. They're doing features with the same faces. It's always the same thing. They're not thinking outside the box. Like if I wasn't in this country and I was looking for someone to do a feature with, and I was looking at everyone that sounded the exact same, and I'd be like, are they UK like? And they'd be like, no, that's Dublin, that's Ireland. I'd be like, so why aren't we finding someone that's fucking Dublin? Dublin accent. Just like Ink in Power. You know, you see Ink like Power, for example, last episode of Power.
They use a track.
The Irish came off the plane. And what did they use? They used an Irish rapper with an Irish accent in American fucking drama. That is massive.
Huge, man.
That is massive. But that's what people need to understand. You can be big. You can be as big as the rest of them in UK. But just be you. Because there's already a Stormzy. There's already a fucking M22. There's already this. You get where I come from, like. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's wrong?
Yeah, I agree, but I think
I get you.
There's already a lot of them.
Yeah,
so why don't you be yourself? Like, that's the problem. I think that's the problem in the industry. I'm an older dude, so I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me. M24, by the way. M24.
Was that what that was?
That's what I laughed at.
Yeah, 24, I think 22. 22.
These fucking kids.
Nah, look at that. Too old.
You know what I mean?
22 plus 2 anyway. That's
But yeah, no, kudos to you guys, man. You're smashing it. You're really smashing it. But now I want to take a little bit away from the music side.
So guys, today's podcast is brought to you by Personal Record, the greatest gym accessory brand that is available right now. It is only available in Champions Gym. We have wrist straps, lifting straps, knee sleeves and elbow sleeves. These are limited drops, so if you don't get in on the first drop, you have to wait until it comes back out. And that's down to us, so you'll be waiting. So make sure you get down to Champions Gym. Only place you can buy them. The greatest gym accessory brand that you will get your hands on today, Personal Record.
Okay. So guys, another thing I was going to ask is going forward. I seen you there. You on the Late Late Show.
Yeah.
How did that feel for you, man? How did that feel? That was do you know what? In Ireland, that was very big, man.
Huge.
That was very. That was. You know what? For someone that's only, like I said, I keep saying a year, guys. I keep saying a year because that's all it took them to get to there. You know what I mean? But it comes to show you, like, great work shines. So how did it feel when you was made onto the Late Late Show, guys?
I just told my mum, like, just put on RT and just look. Literally, that's literally all I doing there. And she was like, wow, like, just seeing, because obviously I had to start, like they weren't really, like, focused on what I was doing and didn't really see the picture. But, like, when I turn on the TV and I seen your local drill artist act on RT, you're like, this is a big achievement, you know what I mean? Obviously, I went there, I've seen all the big use cameras, people in the audience, the crowd, and all, and you're thinking, just like these things are like robots, like they just go, like the cameras are like
proper, man.
I'm like, nah, this is brilliant, man. Honestly.
How you feel yourself, man?
See, with me, yeah, I'm so good at like fitting into that role. Like, you see with me, yeah, like Gino knows, yeah, when it comes to like cameras or talking or like all that extra shit, like I'm very good at acting the superstar. You know what I mean? Like, if you told me, oh, Sello, you're going on the Jimmy Kimmel show. You're a Grammy nominated rapper. You know what I mean? I'll act like that. You know what I mean? So when I got to the Late Late Show, my demeanor, like I changed the way I was sitting. I had to change the way I was speaking as well. Make sure people can understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because a lot of rappers, they get there, they'll be slouching. Oh, it's just a fella off the corners. You know what I mean? So I have to allow them to know that, yo, I'm a big deal in what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because they don't know what I'm doing, so they need to understand what I'm doing.
And what I liked about it is, well, you produced, you came across really well. And another thing that a lot of people wouldn't have gotten is, and I felt like two of you were very smart with it. A lot of people wouldn't have gotten is because Late Late Show, let's be honest, it's gonna be older crowd watching it.
Very.
So the way you came across on it was really, really clean.
Yeah, smooth.
It was really fresh. Because a lot of people, even myself, because like around the area, like, you know what I mean, I've been around. Don't know how long, you know what I mean? So a lot of everyone's have seen us. Remember, even when you were doing the videos, for the, blah, blah, blah. I remember going to the shop and all, yeah, you seen him on the late. I was like, man, you didn't believe us there. You didn't believe us there.
They did your Facebook post.
You get me? But like, yeah. So for me, you come across really, really well. You really, really well, and like that I wanted to say to you, face to face, you know.
Appreciate that, bro.
And like. These things are very crucial because it could make or break a person.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
And like some people go on to that and they'll get like madly shy and won't be able to perform as good as they would have done if the camera wasn't in front of them. And that's a big platform, knowing that a lot of people are going to tune into this. You know? And but you just done it though. You've done it. You know?
It was sick.
The feeling was like, because even with me, we weren't damned we
went down 2 days before.
Yeah, 2 days before. And even we had to fly from the show. No, did we not fly from there?
Oh, no, yeah. So we went to Dam, and then the next day we had Late Late.
Yeah.
So literally,
performance, Bro, we literally woke up and then flew to Ireland, and then I was on the Late Late Show, just fresh off an actual performance, you know what I mean? Like, normally it takes me like 2 days to recharge after a show. But like, obviously I'm trying to work on that for when we go on tours and stuff like that. Because it takes me like 2 or 3 days to get back to normality. So like, I had to like detox or whatever, and then put myself back together again for the flight, and then obviously the show, get clothes sorted out, and then, you know what I mean, just literally package myself and then go to that. So at the time it in my head, I was a bit like, I don't want to overthink it. Because if I overthink it, I'll get nervous. Because I do get nervous, yeah. But nobody can tell when I'm nervous. You get me? So
It'd be weird if you didn't, bro.
yeah, exactly.
It'd
It'd
be
be very
fucking weird if you didn't, man.
But like, the thing I want to say to young artists is that this is what you signed up for. You know what I mean? You can't be saying, I want to be the best rapper in the world, and they throw you out in front of longitude and you can barely open your mouth. You're stuttering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not gonna work. Like
Exactly. So
you
like,
need that, yeah.
it's ABC stuff. So for me, I know what I'm getting into. But like a lot of artists don't even look that far to see. I'm going to be on TV one of the days. Or can I put together a presentation about what I do? Can I explain what I do to people that don't listen to rap? Can I convert people that don't listen to rap into rap lovers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like artists don't even think that far because they don't see themselves in that situation. They just look at the now.
Yeah.
So that's why they look for instant gratification. Like you were saying, they don't look at long-term stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why me and Gino, like, that's why I love my team. You get me? Because my team is more so everybody knows
The big
this
picture.
is the plan. And the plan that we had on the couch is still the same plan that we have today, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, bro. The only thing that's probably bro,
No one has changed. No one has changed. It's the exact same.
Yeah, well, sure, if it works, why? If it's not broke, you know.
Yeah, don't fix it. It's not broke. So like, we've just been on that same trajectory of like, making sure people understand what we're doing, and then more people hop on, and we just grow until we're like Dermot Kennedy level, that everybody in the area knows us, everyone in Dublin knows us, and then we can sell it whatever we want to sell it whenever. You know what I mean? So
And who got the call? You? You got the email?
Email, yeah. So a member in that from the Warner team, she basically saw the Mary Kate and she told me, and I passed the message to Sello, and Sello was just gas. Yeah.
And about the Warner brother, like, what's the deal there? What's the next phase with them? Like, I know you signed the single, is it? Was that a single?
So it's like we signed like a mixtape deal with them. So
So the mixtape came through Warner Brothers.
yeah, Warner and
Okay.
Trust and Atlantic. So it's like
For some reason, I thought you were like, I thought you signed like a single or something. You know that he's gonna bring out one song with them.
Oh, no,
with a
no,
big artist or something. So I was waiting for like Tion Wayne or something.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
So we done like a mixtape deal with them, like a partnership. But yeah, we're very, very close with Warner and obviously Trust as well and Atlantic. So that was basically
He's on the right path, lads.
And then that was actually a question I had was, let's say you got the call on a Tuesday. What was the difference between you on a fucking Tuesday morning and a Wednesday morning? Like, what was the next morning like for the two of you? Was it like...
for the late show, was it?
No, for the deal. Like, how did you get the fucking...
it was ongoing. It was ongoing
Was
thing.
ya?
Like, yeah.
As it
well,
wore
well,
off it, are you still like,
well,
fuck, man?
It
that's-
took a while.
It took a while, like we're just
really
negotiating,
sink in,
and obviously it's not as like easy as you think. You have to like go back and forth with lawyers, make sure like you're not getting fucked over, he's not getting fucked over. So there's a whole long process.
With the lead and, like, do you want royalty to that?
Yeah, we have our royalties, we have our masters as well. But it's one of those things that, like, it's like that was more so like to get the foot in the door. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about the thing now. Like we're on a table with the biggest rappers in Ireland. We're the not biggest rappers, biggest artists in Ireland. You know, like there's nobody in Ireland that makes music that doesn't know about me or Gino, and that was our aim. You know what I mean? For last year, we didn't even want to be known. We didn't even want the numbers or million streams or whatever. We just wanted everyone in Ireland to understand that this is Irish rap.
I think everything that we've done, like when we started out, it's just very impactful.
Yeah, we just
like when you see some, like as you said, like the school tours, even the record deal as well. It's like it's very impactful. Like it's like a bridge like between the underground and like the mainstream artists to like cross over. You know what I mean? So I feel like what we're doing, like people don't really see the bigger picture to it, but it's actually huge.
It's massive.
It's like the first thing that we're actually doing now, and it's an opportunity for other people to get deals and record
I feel like
deals.
Ireland needed it.
Yeah.
I feel like Ireland, like when it came to rapping, I felt like Ireland needed a new face and someone young, you know what I mean? And what we were mixed, was starting to be a mixed culture in Ireland. So I felt like it was only a matter of time before Sello. It was only a matter of time. And like, to be honest with you, people like Sello don't come around every year. Like it's like every 10 years you might get another one, you know? And that's the beautiful thing about it. And look, the more you grow, the more you stay humble, and the more you God will bless you going forward.
Amen, bro.
But like, it's nuts. It is nuts. But like you said, people didn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't see the bigger picture. They just thought you're dropping a mixtape like everyone else. They didn't see who was in the background or what was happening in the background. See, people just see polish fucking ending. They don't see the
story,
And me personally, like, that brings me to another question for you. I want to see a fucking, like, from used to, like, especially the music. I've been saying this since day one, and it's probably gonna spark you again. I want to see a fucking Jay-Z and Alicia Keys fucking type of shit, man. I need something like that.
Hey.
You know I was gonna say that to you. This
going
to a Jay-Z thing.
Because I feel like you have that voice, yeah. And if you get a good vocal voice behind it, it's another ringtone.
Yeah.
A massive one.
We've actually been planning it with Lausi.
We actually have we've been trying to put that into the like.
It's just finding the right
vocalist,
the right female artist for it.
Yeah, the right artist as well, because we want someone with credibility as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as of like lyricism, I know how I would approach that as well. Because like you said, you gave me a couple of tracks. You gave me Alicia Keys, Jay-Z. You gave me Hopeful. You see how I You gave me a couple of tracks to listen to when I was making Dublin. But it was like, either we do like a Dublin track or we do like a something that can bring the family. Because obviously at the time it was lockdown. Yeah. You were saying you wanted something that make our families be like, oh yeah, this is
everyone just join in, like everyone, every age group, and just join in, it, you know.
Yeah. So like you have that in you, like you know what people want to hear. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're like the tour, like what I call the tour listener. You won't be like people that there's rap listeners. There's people that can't avoid it, like probably my girl or like Gino. They know about Irish rap, but they're not really into it. And there's people that don't care about it until they have to care about it. Which is the third listener, and that's like you. Until you see something that you like, you don't really care.
Yeah,
you get me?
Yeah.
So that's what I call the third listener. The second listeners will be people that will listen to it and then not care after, or they probably
just
care.
let it go. Like
Yeah,
it's
they
done.
fuck it. No matter.
Yeah.
You get me? Oh, he's the rapper, but like, you know what I mean? You won't go to the show type shit. You get me? But the third listener will go to the show if they like it. You know what I mean? So,
but I feel like sorry to coach out, bro. I feel like that will really bang, man. I'm dead. Look, I've been saying this since day one, and the reason why I say this as well is, Sello, because your voice.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what track you know. I can close my eyes and you bring out a new track, and I know straight away it's you.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like it doesn't even have to be a vocal artist to be in the studio with you. You can just sample
Just singing.
a fucking sick one.
Yeah, literally.
And do a cover on it.
Yeah.
And see how you feel before. Like, you see how the two of you are playing with it. See how it feels to you. And then find someone. Or put that out. Like, I feel like I'm dead serious when I say this. Like, I feel like that will open gates for you. Because the reason why I say that is, and I don't know, because, look, I know the two of you are in the same, you know, you're thinking the same, but sometimes when an older person is at the back of it, I see a lot of different. I feel like you've been doing a lot of numbers and you've been hitting a lot of yoke, but now you're starting to attract a certain type of crowd. And I feel like now that you have them type of crowd, you need to transition it and bring girls at home, moms at home, cleaning their kitchen, and that's what they have on. Do you get where I'm coming from? I feel like you need controversial. You don't just need that same crowd. So when you go to like Longitude next year, all the women, okay, Sello's there, you have that song, you know? Yeah. So now you have a full crowd. I feel like you need to tap into that. I know the voice and what you're doing now is doing massive number, but I promise you, when you hit that vocal, and with that background rapping and coming in slick out, I promise you, your numbers will double. I put money on it now. I promise you, your number. I'm telling you, your number will double. Because the reason why is, my girl will not listen to your rap. She won't. Just like my girl will not turn on 50 Cent. But when she put on, will that be your boyfriend? A girl singing in the background, that makes it that little bit more easier to be. It's a win-win.
Absolutely. No, like, it's something that can be done. Do you get me? But like,
you know,
obviously, why mixtape? That was just to solidify like Irish rap. You get me? So everything's a process, like, but that will come further down the line. Do you get me?
I think that
it'll definitely come. It'll definitely.
I think that's something that needs to come this summer. I really do. I think that's something that you need to really tap into.
You never know, it could be tomorrow.
Bro, I'm telling you. But as much as I have a good feeling about it, I feel like that will do numbers. Because there's a lot of people trying it, but they're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from? I just feel like a lot of people are touching into it and they're not doing it right. And I feel like with the likes of yous and getting the right vocal or the right producer and just mix something in and, you know, bring your voice in, bring your voice out.
It can be done. It's just finding the right artist and the right producer. Do you get me?
Another idea, right, that I always thought for you as well is, do you ever see like when they're singing about their things, what they're going through. My girl left me, you know, like you're talking, but it's about you. And then the girl come in at the background with the vocal.
I was just thinking that.
She get where I'm coming from.
Yeah. J. Cole song, he does that.
You get me? Like, you be, you know, walking through the state or something, blah, 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 I lived in the door, blah, blah, and then the girl come in with the powerful vocal on top of it, like a church fucking... Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel shit like that is where you...
Bro, I'm telling you, like, bro, I'm actually breaking that. I'm eating that, like, bro.
You know?
Like, I'm visualizing
I
that
feel like
shit,
that's
bro.
next for you because you've done it.
fucking mad, bro.
You've done the mash pit. You've done the ringtone.
Yeah,
Now I feel like you need to give the girls something. Because not all girls are boss bitches. You know, like that's like out in the club and listen to your music. Some girls are a little bit more softer, so they want something a bit more calmer. So when they're driving down the road in the summer, the fucking thing is open. And then Sello come in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, that's where it's at. Because
especially with how
that
you
one
get
song could sell your mixtape or your next album like crazy. That one, like, look at Chris Brown. Let's be honest, right? Chris Brown is killing the fucking game. But the influence are putting back into fucking tour. Influence, the song. Influence. That song just smashed so much records
crazy.
that he was able to go back world touring. When was the last time Chris Brown done a world tour?
It's fucking
Before that song, Influence.
That's a good point, though.
Did you get one? Yeah, he's been killing it. Oh, he's rapping and all. But the minute he bring one out that men like, but the female fucked with, he was able to sell out world tours. Like, that one song. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's where it's at for you now. Like, you know, that's what's going to take you the next level. A little bit separated from the rest of the peasants. You know what I mean? And that's just your next, that's just another step for you.
100%.
You know?
next natural move nearly.
Yeah, I feel like I really do. I think that's just the next step for him. You know, that's the only way. But that's my point of view. Look, that's your management. That's you. You can do whatever the fuck you like. But I'm just being dead serious. That shit will blow up, like. That shit will fucking blow up, man. You know? And fucking, like, just keep doing your thing.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Even when, like, see, the thing I love about my team is that even him saying that, like, we'll probably work on that now.
Yeah.
And nobody be like, I won't lie, nah, that's stupid. We're like, we'll give it a shot. You know what I mean?
Through, like,
and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But like, we will take it on board. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing about other, a lot of other artists in Ireland. Like, they don't like criticism. They don't like people that don't make music or what you telling me what to do, how to express myself. You know what I mean? But like, with my team, it's easy for me to get an idea and say, oh, do you know, this is my idea. And then he'll be like, you know what, let's give it a shot. You get me? But like, there's some people that I've worked with that weren't like that. And when people are around me that are not like that, it makes me uneasy.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it kind of makes me like, oh, who's this fella? Like, bro, like, we went to try it anyways because nobody knows the answer. So like, I'm here taking that on board. And yeah, bro, don't be surprised if you see that one. And Emily Sanders on the
Shout out the podcast, bro.
Emily Sanders. A bang, like, a bang. I think that shit like that would do good. But like, what's next for you, guys? What's next for you?
I don't want to disclose too much, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just giving away. It's just giving away. Nah, obviously, it's just, as I said, like, just sticking to the plan that we had from the start. Obviously, like, it's all about growth and getting outside the state, outside of Dublin, outside of Ireland, international. So we would like to go like on an international level, like more in a sense, more get more features there as well. So just to keep expanding and dipping out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dipping out a little bit.
But obviously,
I think that makes more sense. Like, you know what I mean? It's time for you to grow.
Definitely.
I feel like he's already cracked Ireland. He's cracked Ireland, so anything he's dropping Ireland's gonna bang. He's cracked Ireland, but it's time for you to start going
outside the box,
you know. And are we expecting a feature from any big names? Anything coming that we need to know?
There's one Instagram story, bro, and it's been wrecking me head ever since I've seen it.
Oh,
the fucking pot of paper.
It
It was like that fucking class.
I knew everyone was gonna like that post. You see that?
Oh, was that the picture?
Yeah, the post. I put a lot of rappers on that.
Which one was that one?
I'll actually send it to you. Like,
there's a few on it though, isn't there? But part of paper was the one.
Part of paper and the nines.
Yeah.
Nines as well.
Nines was on that. Yeah, bro, you
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Well, you never know, bro. You never know, bro. Fucking.
No, man.
You say I actually listen to your music?
No,
then?
it's like
white guy.
The white guy.
You know, Part of paper and nines, bro. This is my favorite rappers, bro. Like, literally.
Actually, he met Nines. Went over to Atlantic. Warner. Sorry. Headquarters.
Yeah, it was in Atlantic. Don't worry.
You're right. Yeah. You met Nines there, no?
Yeah, bro. Literally, I met Nines, bro. It was like, and bro, Nines, bear in mind, Nines is my number one on Spotify.
Oh,
like,
really?
It's Nines, then it's me, and then it's
As it should be, bro.
you know what I mean?
I like it.
So like I listen to his music more than mine. You get me? So when I saw like this was the day that I actually met up with the vice president of Atlantic. I got invited to the office, so I was there for the whole day, and I was just literally just fascinated with like loads of kids my age working like in big offices, bro. Like obviously it made me feel like as a scene over here we're like way behind. Like bro, but I was seeing 16-year-olds, bro, with like an office this big, working on like Burna Boy's album, and then you go into a room, or Sello, you can't go in there. There's about 12 people working on Ed Sheeran's tape, and you look in, and it's about like 9 black lads that look out like that from fucking Mac William or
Like a workshop.
You get me? Bro, you be thinking it's a
Nike workshop.
A workshop or something, bro. And then you just be noticing that like it's just mad because just the diversity when it comes to music, like we over here we're slowly and slowly getting to it, you know what I mean? But like hopefully we get to it, you know what I mean? But like it's just allowing people to know that not everybody's meant to be a rapper.
No.
Like that's the problem. We have too many rappers here. We don't have enough people going into radio, going into fashion, going into people that help the rappers to get to where, you know what I mean? So until we get that, then the other stuff we'll just have to wait.
And for yourself, Benji, right? Let's go into like, for example, anyone that you have your eyes on that could be the next thing. Like
That's a good question. Who do I have my eyes on? Just with the Irish.
in the Irish scene, in the Irish scene.
So someone I had my eyes on. For me, I really like Larry Labby's music, his new music.
Who, Larry?
Larry Labby.
He's been doing it for days.
He's been doing that a while,
bro.
I said that to you ages ago.
Yeah.
His voice is crispy.
Yeah. See him.
Nice.
See his commercial
Nice.
side. Like he has like a sick voice for
He
commercial.
does,
like.
he does.
So
he
I
has
feel like
that. I don't know, he has that cheeky kind of
He's
Nelly,
cheeky.
Nelly kind of like vibe to it. Yeah.
He just needs like a good like production or a good like.
He just needs a good team around him.
Yeah, literally.
And just to, obviously, I say it to him all the time, just stay consistent. Like if he stays consistent for like a good year, dropping non-stop bangers, he can definitely do something. You know.
Are you working with him or is he on his own?
Right now he's on his own, but obviously like he's my good friend.
He
So
is on his own, is he?
Yeah.
And what song with Jordan the Gino production?
For me, obviously, like
He has big ass already, bro.
No, he's different. I saw he's doing it.
He has too many guys
He's fucking booked out, bro.
Nah.
Hell no! Let me finish what I'm cooking for, man.
Bro, 5-seater car, bro. This is a 5-seater car. Too many people in the car, bro.
That's so space in the boot.
As I said, like to actually be a manager, I feel like a lot of people think that just be a manager and you just do that. Manager, you're sacrificing time.
Your life,
You're being
bro.
consistent. Time, if you don't have time, you can't do it.
You can't
Do
do
you
it.
get me? Like whenever Sello needs me, I'm there. Whenever we have to go studio, I'm there. I'm making sure, even though I have 99 problems in the back of my head, you have to make sure you're there. It's not about just invest the money. Right? It's the brains, the marketing,
Everything.
and the relationship you have with your artist. There's a lot of more things to management. People just think that throwing a few quid and let's hope for the best. That's not it. You actually have to build your artist.
So why? So okay. So why is he not on your team, bro?
Larry. Okay, no.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
We understand.
Yeah. Hey, no, that's a
Like,
question.
I know you're
That's
great
a question.
management. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've worked with you. I know what
Yeah.
you're capable of.
Okay.
And I know what you can do for him.
Yeah.
But why, if he's such a person that you're looking out for, what's holding back?
For me, it'll be too much in my hands.
Way too
Like,
much,
too much for me to actually handle.
Your plate is full at the moment.
You get me? I
basically.
manage Sello, obviously, DJ as well, producer, and 2 boys up in Longford.
Brilliant.
They're
that's-
sick as well.
They're
Oh, yeah? Who are
they're
they?
sick. D-Dos and Dice.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're actually sick.
Are they rapping in Irish as well? Is one of them rapping in Irish?
Not really. They're just.
You
yeah.
posted Young Flip rapping in Irish.
Oh, that
as
was
well.
AC. That's probably AC3.
Yeah.
He's fucking good.
Yeah. That's his apprentice.
Oh, yeah? That's yeah.
So I was raising them up.
That's my brother, bro. That's my brother.
Nah,
bro.
he's good.
I love him.
He's good.
He's
He is.
good,
He's hard.
bro.
He's hard.
But I want him to just blow. So if he blows, bro, it'll make my
Like he sees it. Obviously, he's inspired by Sello himself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he's obviously doing his own thing.
Well, like,
But
me
he
and
is
him,
sick.
we're like we talk every day type of buzz. You know what I mean? Like if it's rap, it's rap. You know what I mean? Like he understands that. Like it's not even like a thing where like he's seen how I'm doing and he wants to do what I'm doing. It's not even like that. It's more so he understands that in the future, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah,
You get
that's
me?
right.
So like it's not even a thing of like a lot of people in the media and whatever always trying to make it seem that Sello's helping this fella out, or he's rapping or trying to do this. But it's not even that. He sees that in the next 5 years, everyone's gonna be on this like Straight out Clondalkin, straight out Tyler, straight out Blanche, straight out.
It was only a matter of
Palmerston, you know what I mean?
It's only a matter of
It's just a matter of time, man. He just saw that early, you know what I mean? But that actually he has D-Dots and Dice. These lot are like, they make money, bro. A lot of money off streams, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's not gonna take someone that's not already like,
on the
you know
top
what I
of
mean?
Yeah, obviously. You have to build a platform.
It's good to taste. Yeah, obviously, like to also build an artist up from the ground.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's just like it's a bit of an effort, you know what I mean?
It's hard.
You built the castle from ground up, bare hand.
Yeah, but it'd be different if like if like a label came and I said like, oh, I'm working with him, or I want you to A&R with him, I want you to like that's like alright, because that's just me like speaking to him. But to actually build somebody from the ground, it's hard.
It's hard, man.
It took me what, 2 years or so, 1 year, bro. So I'm still going. So
I'm still going, bro. Literally.
But look, I think the two of you work together good because you two of you know each other from childhood. That's why you. Because I feel like a lot of artists fall out with their management because they don't meet. They don't know.
You can't meet in the middle,
especially because they're close around as well in the area.
I
So
feel like that's the reason why. Have you got any questions on them?
Yeah, just more so. Like I think when he's touched on the attitude, there's something that I can't remember where the fuck I read it, but it was like people that are successful don't look at the celebration at the start for starting something or at the end for making it. But it's more that they can celebrate the fucking shit in between.
Yeah.
You know, and like the guy that you're helping, he sees the steps that you took.
Yeah.
Whereas you wouldn't have had that before. You
Yeah.
know? So to me, I'm just curious as to like how, like where that goes from here. Like is that the next thing? And I guess more so for you, bro, just kind of what's your plans for all of that long term to be like setting up a blueprint? Like you said, there's no infrastructure here for, there's more radios or there's more DJs and shit. Like,
so
is that something that you'll,
yeah,
like,
so
you guys are nearly the guys, you know?
Yeah, literally, bro.
So for me, like, obviously, I'm actually setting up a course with my mate Nesto. It's called like the creative process, and this is basically like we're helping young people that want to actually come into the industry, that want to go into like marketing, radio, plugins, PR, or even artists or management. So we're trying to like help them like understand the actual music industry. So we feel like we need more people in these areas, you know what I mean? And actually, I announced it like 2 weeks ago, and it's starting this Sunday actually. So we have like 15 people down on, for the course. Runs every Sunday as well. So we're just trying to get more creatives inside the music industry, and I feel like that's because I have somewhat of experience and I have the connections. I can make that happen.
Absolutely,
so
yeah. That's what I mean. Like you have all that right there now. So
And even on building on what you were saying, it's more so, like his thing is not like it's a lot more harder to get into that what he's saying, because you might think that it's just you sign up, here you go. Like you have to do an interview. You probably have you sit you. I think it was like a 30-minute interview.
Consultation. Like I'm doing consultations, taking them on,
you know
dissecting them, seeing like what they struggle in, what they need help with.
Yeah, before you even get to
even start with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's the type of buzz that people need to understand, that there is guys like obviously not even guys. Let me not lie. I think we're the only one doing stuff outside of music that's music related, trying to help the struggling artists, you know what I mean, or the struggling whatever, to get to that next stage. So like that professionalism, like he has that, you know what I mean, and we just need more people to be on that same buzz of like, okay, what can I do to help my brother or to get something else going, because it's all well and good being a rapper, but like you need to actually stay relevant. If you're not making music, make something, leave something, you know what I mean. But with me now, like he has that, and like bro, I'm so excited for that as well. But for me, it'll be like I have my end goal is to have my own like a little like Bad Boys. You don't see like Puff's Bad Boys, just literally something like guys making music for me, and I'm just hands off. I'll just be enjoying it. I'll be like a Dame Dash. I'll just be like cigar, paddy cap, just proper 12 on the table. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just literally, just enjoying it. You know what I mean? Because even at the stage I am now, like if I was given like, let me not lie, if I was given €5 million, I'll probably stop rapping and do something else. You know what I mean? It's not like I have a passion for it, but I have a passion for making it rather than like being a rapper. I don't want to be a rapper. I'd rather just make music. You know what I mean? So my thing now is just to make sure like the people that want to be famous, or want to be a rapper, or want to be in that spotlight, can do that, and that's why I rap, to allow those people to be able to achieve that. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if someone gives me 3-5 million tomorrow, I'm starting my family. I don't need music anymore.
Serious,
you know what I mean, bro? Like, but like some guys want to rap till they're 40, rap till they're 60. You can do that now because we've laid on the foundation that needed to be laid because nobody else was going to do it. Was going to sacrifice that, you know what I mean? So I'm happy.
That's deadly, man.
Either way, bro.
And come here, guys. Like, just feel like right now nowadays, like artists need to protect their image a little bit more better.
Yeah.
Or what's the story there? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of artists have failed on their image.
I think it's around like the surroundings and the influence. You know what I mean? A lot of artists like just are mostly into the gang lifestyle, and I feel like this is kind of like blocking out the blessings in the sense where like you're gonna get blacklisted. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to get shows. Like people aren't gonna take you serious. Like it's like you have to get a wake up call and see, okay, how can I possibly like in fact like turn commercial? Like how can I go on TV? Whereas I'm rapping about I'm stabbing this fella in the eye, or I'm shooting this fella, or this guy's Mars, whatever. You know what I mean? So it just comes down to a sense where like, do you actually really want to be a rapper, like genuinely want to make money off it, want to influence others, or is it just you're just doing it for your friends that are around you? That's two different things. You get me? So
and even on what he's saying as well, like literally, people like just allowing people to understand like what's it really for. You know what I mean? Like a lot of rappers, like I've probably spoken to every rapper in Ireland. You know what I mean? Like I get the same stuff, the same message. I just want to do music. You know what I mean? But it's a thing of like your message. The message your music is portraying, like, do you want to be portrayed as that? Because even if you're rapping about this, that, like, when you go to a promoter or a booking agent or to a label, they're going to look at you as this, that. You can explain to them that, oh yeah, I have a job as well, or I used to do that. I used to do that when I was younger, but now, but like it works for some people, like the Unknown Teas, the guys that in the UK, where regardless they don't even need a label, they're making money, off their music. But in Ireland, when nobody knows anything about Irish rap, you know what I mean? We're only really starting.
Me personally, the reason why I brought that question is because I wanted to hear from you yourself. Me personally, I think a lot of rappers do close the doors before the doors are closed and they can't open it because the reason why is the way they act and the way they behave.
The demeanors.
Not just through their music, throughout their everyday life. You know, like if I was going to a concert and I heard this fella stabbed this fella or this fella done whatever, straight away I don't want to bring me kids, I don't want to bring anybody, I don't want to bring me board because like God forbid you be there and there's a mad row or fight or whatever and everyone has to run out and people are getting stabbed all over the place. And that's the problem with artists these days. They want to live for the music but they don't want to actually do music. They just want to show off through their music of what they're doing.
The hard man.
And I feel like them people are going to always be broke. Always. The reason why is because they're closing doors and they're locking the key, swallowing it, and they're constipated, so they can't even get the key back out for them to fucking read and open the door.
That's visual as fuck, bro. That's visual as fuck.
I saw that 3D, bro.
You get where I'm coming from. So I feel like that's very important. I feel like in that course, that's very important for you to really add something like that in for them to actually know.
I feel like
a lot of people that's doing well, that's rapping about this shit, they don't actually live that life.
Yeah,
a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't live this life. You know what I mean? But the thing about Ireland is because we're such a small population, you know, that what you say gets hold against you.
Yeah, everything.
It's because we're only starting and we're obviously small, so if if there's one fuck up, everyone's gonna hear it.
It gets hold against you.
And it's like, oh come on, we're only getting started.
Exactly.
That's the vibe
you know what I mean?
So it's like you're not doing yourself a favor, basically.
Exactly, and there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good rappers.
There is.
That's just the door's closed. And they're constipated. They're not shitting that key out.
Bro.
They're not opening that door again. And they're fucking good. But they've just fucked it up for themselves. They're constipated. They swallow the key. They can't shit that key out to open the door.
They're still not shit.
And it's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of them are good. There's a lot of good ones there. There's a lot. I can name one or two that I've like even been in the studio. Remember one of them was like, fuck. He's fucking cold.
It's called
You know exactly who I'm talking about. He's fucking
cold.
Even though he raps in English accent, he's still cold. He's still very good. He's still very good. I have to give it to him.
Who?
Bro, come on, man. Fems.
I need a Fems. Nah, Fems is cold.
Fems is cold. He is, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I would say to Sello, bro. Fems is
Fem, I would love to take Fem if I was a little bit more freer. I think Fem is fucking good.
His flow, see, like he knows how to flow on the beat.
He's good. You have to give it to him. He's good. He's really, really good.
Me, you see, when it comes to rap, I appreciate like people that understand cadence.
He has cadence.
He understands like, okay, he heard the beat. I'm gonna come like this on the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I respect that. You know what I mean? And as a spirit, as a rapper, I respect this.
You can pick his pocket, like,
you know what I mean? Like anyone that can rap and I feel some sort of way while listening to you rap, then yeah, rate it, valid. You know what I mean?
He do good though.
If
he really cleaned up his shit and really want this, and this is what he wants.
Yeah.
Fam could blow up very quick.
It's just consistency he needs.
He could blow up very
He needs to
quick.
job consistent. Someone,
Just have that
someone see it.
He is sick, but I have to give it to him. He's sick. Right, we're about to close up, guys. We have a few questions. You have any questions I'm going to ask?
do you want to run it first?
No.
No. Well then, fuck you, my guy.
How long are we in, bro? It's 1:15, so we have another 15 minutes. We have no shit to talk about.
Right. A random one.
Think on the spot.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, no, go. You go. Let's go.
Fire away.
Pulling this out of my hole now.
Pull it, oh yeah, we are.
Okay.
Leave the shit and all in it.
Give us
Let's
the
go.
most fucked up story that has come out of all of this. Either of us.
For me,
Try and top each
Fucked
other.
up story.
Now, I mean, like, as in, I don't know, fucking, someone said some mad shit to you.
I've gotten bras and shit thrown up on stage
Yeah.
first of all.
nah,
I know your
all
missus is there now, but-
there'll be blokes at my show this week. Mainly good.
Love throwing boxes and shit up there. Sign my t-shirt.
No, there was a funny story. I think we were doing the St. Patrick's Parade for he was the Grand
You
Master.
led
Yeah.
Clondalkin parade.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
the amount of people around me? Your boys on the top of the car, like the black president. I was like, a lot of boys around me, man. Sello's leading the parade. I was like, yeah, man. It's Clondalkin. It's his home, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, well, go on.
Yeah, so obviously, like, we were walking through the crowd, yeah, and then someone was like, oh, there's Sello. And me and Sello were walking past, and he goes, who the fuck is Sello? Bro, I couldn't stop laughing.
Bro, there's a little kid as well.
This little kid that we were like, oh.
His voice just made me laugh, bro. Like, you see with me, I love that.
Yeah, like, it was so funny, we were laughing, like,
Bro,
Who the fuck is that guy?
he waved at me first, and then he goes, what the fuck? And he goes, like, who's that?
As soon as you make it to the top of the hill and someone's like, who the fuck is your man?
I swear, bro, man, literally, like,
That's a guy.
fucking.
oh, the most like fuck story was like we had a show. We were in the UK. We went to a label meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
We had 1 hour to make the flight. We were like 1 hour 20 minutes away.
Yeah, that was messed, bro.
But once we got off the train, we were running through like the airport. Boom. Nesto forgot his bag on the train.
Oh, for
He had
fuck.
to run all the way back. Yeah. Got his bag. We ran past the check-in, the security. We're like, oh, please, can I go ahead of you? They let us through. Boom. We were sprinting. I was just looking at Sello with his long legs.
Bro, I was gone, bro.
God.
Bro, I was gone.
God.
He was running.
Bro, I ran past it as well,
Bro.
I was gone.
We got there literally the
Running to
last second. We had a show at 8.
Yeah.
Obviously, now we made the flight. Boom. Got off the plane. Got a taxi to the place, and then we made it in like 5 minutes. Sweating. We done the show. Got off. Just went for a few drinks after. But
Bro, like,
it was hectic.
Bro, it was actually mad. Like,
It was hectic.
Like even the way he said that, yeah. He made it seem like it was cool.
Nah, we were sweating. Solo was we were like, bro, couldn't breathe,
Bro,
man.
we were at the tops. Like, bro, we're on a flips, no shirts on, bro.
Bro,
Fucking
sweating
Bro,
like.
we
No,
danced.
especially jumping on a little tin can to go across the fucking
Bro,
air.
Yeah.
literally, bro. And
Stop, I
the
hate
flight
them.
was even delayed as well. Like 2 hours, 3 hours delayed.
After that.
Bro, literally, bro. I was like, what the hell? We're sitting in the plane and the plane got delayed as well.
Sprinting to sit on the fucking runway.
I
Like,
swear, bro. Literally, bro.
It was hectic.
And another question before we close off is, guys, what was the best inspiration, like, message from social media or any youth that's been listening to you ever sent you, like, as in, like, you know, that helped someone or whatever, you know?
Oh yeah, I have one. The best for me was actually one of my close boys. Like, he was in the hospital. Like, he didn't know he was gonna leave the hospital. Yeah, and he was telling me, "Oh, bro, I see how you're doing, bro. If it wasn't for your music, bro, and how Dublin is doing and all, how you're kicking it, like, bro, literally, bro, like, he told me that he'd have taken his own life. He said because he didn't know he was gonna like survive. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, that the whole mental strain of like being in the hospital and not knowing if you're gonna to be able to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he said that to me. I can't say who. And then now he's a rapper. You know what I mean? And you guys won't, like, and a lot of people know who he is, but you won't even know. Like, I know.
Been through that, like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, but that's my guy, bro. Like, till this day, hopefully he blows as well. I guess the credit that he needs, because he has a big story as well. So that's probably for me. That one hit me the most. And for me now, it's just like, it's more so like how people talk to my how people in Africa talk to my ma, be like, oh, your son is doing well. They're seeing it from over here. Another one was one of my boys, Mimi. Yeah, big up Mimi. If he's watching this. He told me that he saw Dublin on MTV South Africa, bro.
Fuck,
The music video, bro.
No way, yeah.
On TV.
That's the shit.
He was like, bro, he was my gaff. I was like, what's this guy doing in my house? I was like, oh, bro, you know what? I saw Dublin on MTV when I was living in Nigeria. On MTV South Africa. I was like, how the fuck did Chaka Clondalkin end up in Africa, bro?
Yeah.
You get me?
Class,
So like I told this to a couple of people. They don't know, like, even I don't understand how this is.
How that happened,
Like,
yeah.
I thought he was lying. I was like,
he
bro.
told me as well.
I sat him down like, bro, how the fuck? Are you sure it was Dublin, bro? Are you sure? Are you sure it was my track? He was like, bro, yeah, because he knows my music inside out.
Yeah.
So like, I knew for a fact that he knew what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You get me? So I was like, yo, and there's a lot of people coming out on all sorts of podcasts saying, oh, you can't sell that Irish shit all over the world and whatever.
Yeah.
Saying,
Let me put in there real quick before we
You
go
get me?
off, yeah. And like, do you know why people are saying that? And it would be mostly Irish people saying that. Because for years, right?
the fella was black.
Yeah,
fairness.
but I know where he's getting his narrative from.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. For years, right? Irish accent was never understood across the sea, right? That's why Westlife didn't make it far. You know, like Rowan Keaton, all them make it far. And then with the new generation, so for example, you are the new generation, we were before you. So even when we were user age, when the lads were doing it, HUV, what's the name? Was it? Am I right?
Hoover.
With the dreads? Yeah, HUV. Am I saying the same way? Yeah? Yeah, when he's cold. But back then, it was taboo. Back then, when you wore a hat, remember when you wore a snapback, it was like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So they opened the gate for yous to come in. And then when they opened the gate for yous to come in, what happened is a lot of generation in your crowd weren't using the accent. So it didn't really give it that escalate that it needed to give it. And then when the likes of Versatile, the likes of Irish rapper, do you remember Nugget?
Nah,
You don't remember Nugget, no?
Oh no, he
the freestyler.
Yeah. I remember Nugget from the
Nugget, Collie.
Yeah.
Do you remember them? Reds up.
Yeah. Oh,
Bro, they were the Irish top freestylers. Bro, we grew up listening to them.
Yeah.
That's the shit we grew up listening to.
Yeah,
and then when Sello came,
Yeah.
with the black and they kept their deep fopper voice and kept the Dublin, mixing it in, then boom. You know what I mean? So I feel like, I get where your man was coming from saying that you couldn't sell it, but if you look at the world, the way the world's changing with the new generation coming up, Burna Boy is able to sell out fucking full album in fucking Nigerian, in Yoruba.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. Selling the world tour in Yoruba.
Yeah, literally.
Half of these motherfuckers don't even know what he's singing about.
Even Jimmy Kimmel.
But they're all buying tickets.
Yeah, sure, bro.
You get where I'm coming from, though. So
He's singing that shit, bro.
now music is music. Music has no language anymore. So if you're listening to music now some days, man, once you feel it, you feel it. It's not about, okay, do you get where I'm coming from? And that's like, let's be honest, Burna Boy, Azake, all them, they're tribal music.
Yeah.
They're tribal, from where we're from, deep tribal music.
Yeah.
And for them to be singing in Yoruba and being such a big platform shows you, you can't fucking sell beef and yolk in any fucking... It could be Chinese, for fuck's sake.
You see the track and there's like 4 Spanish dudes on it, you'd have no fucking clue what they're talking
do you know what I mean?
about.
Music right now is universal.
Yeah.
Music is universal. It's a changes face. Yeah. And it's universal now. Back in the days, the people stuck to their own bubble. They listened to what they could understand and what's in their country.
Yeah, playing it safe.
Now people are broad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro, Gangnam Style done well.
Yeah. Fuck, bro, don't bring that.
I used to get in this shit. Like,
Despacito,
to get where I come from, though. What the fuck does Gangnam Style mean?
Yeah, I still don't know.
Exactly. So it's not that, you get where I come from when I say that. Like, you can set, of course you can. Of course you can. And the problem is, a lot of people that think like that are the people that stuck in the same bubble. But look how much love you have from the Irish.
Yeah.
So regardless what comes through RTE and they're looking for an Irish artist, who's going to be pushed through first? Someone that's fucking using a fake accent or somebody that's actually Dublin accent?
Yeah, you know what
That's the problem. And that's where a lot of people are not looking in.
It's even ABC stuff. Like, it's very clear to see that, but people just don't want to accept that. You know what I mean? So that's the problem.
Do you know what I mean?
Until people start saying...
Come.
Eventually it would come.
But guys, like I said, big respect. You've done your thing in the last year, like massive numbers. He's doing great. I love to see where he's going to go next.
Yeah.
I still want that track though, guys. Yeah.
I
Nah,
know.
it's
I'm gonna be dead serious.
It's coming.
But honestly, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for
Yeah.
taking the yoke the phone, Benji. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate
the two
it,
of you deserve your flowers, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely. Big respect.
And guys, I'd like to see you just keep climbing, just keep climbing, and whatever way we can help you is going forward,
Yeah.
we will do that.
Appreciate that, boys. Thanks for having us as well, man.
Love,
Lit.
love, love.
Lit.
And that is it.
That was a good episode.